Hey YouTube. Well, I actually have here some memorable pictures, right? But this is a short video. I just want you to ponder about something which I really wish you would ponder about, because the forecast is not looking good at all, by far. Now, the Gulf oil spill in 2010 put an end to the Gulf Loop current and the North Atlantic conveyor belt. And with that happening, that spells the beginning of an ice age. It can't be that the Vikings prophecy about Ragnarok, before Ragnarok, that there would be 3 years or 3 summers where summer never comes because it's an ice age. Could be they're right in their mythology there, because we're looking at it. And what do I mean by that? Well, I did write the press, 200 newspapers and 200 TV stations, and all of you know out there the video I made and read up from the exact letter I wrote to them and warned them about what's coming. An ice age, because of the loop current is gone, and I gave them all the documentation they needed in order to backtrack it and make sure that I was not just pulling their leg. But I never got a response from anyone, not one. I mean, no one answered me on this, not even calling me a crackpot or something like that. Nope, nothing. Well, ice age, because of the missing loop current and the North Atlantic conveyor belt, that's a given. There's no way around that, and we have seen the last 3 winters has been harsh, and especially the last one. Europe was hard stricken by the winter, and they have flooding issues during the summer, some serious issues. And then there's another thing in it too, and that is, it is helping the new Madrid line to break apart and drown the entire Midwest in salt water, meaning 1/4 of the food chamber on this planet will go lost forever. Okay, that's something we can wrap our minds around, right? No, not really, because we have never been in a situation like this before, where we have bitter winter, we have a very, very cold summer, possibly with a lot of snow, and we have no food, and our infrastructure, our electrical grid is down. We're gonna freeze to death, and we're gonna starve to death. And then there was a smart ally who said, well, we can start turning soil into mulch, so we have a good growth basis for plants. But you know, I understand what you mean, but that would take a long time to establish that and make it work. And before that, we're talking about maybe 1 billion people has already left the planet because of the calamity of an ice age and a new Madrid line snapping in two and drowning the entire Midwest and making sure that the rest of the world that is importing corn and wheat and soy and other products, they can't get in. And that leads to depopulation, and that's part of the agenda. We know that. They seriously want to get rid of us. Most of us, some 95% of us, has to go, according to them. That's a lot of people. That's a heck of a lot of people. And these calamities that are coming out of this, the loop current gone, the food chamber is gone in the Midwest, will pave the way for a massive depopulation plus war, because there will probably be fights and wars because of lack of food. I know they want to go to war now against Russia, blaming Russia for the shoot down of MH17, which I believe is bogus. They did it themselves, that's my belief, in order to create a new Cold War and in order to, you know, create more tension and escalate into a war. And with these calamities of man-made natural disasters, we will have war. And finally, I have my theory too, that they know what the Lord is going to do when his wrath comes to earth, and that is, he's going to scorch earth. And I mean scorch. All the grass and 1/3 of the trees will be burned up. So by doing this, they are creating a depopulation process, plus they're trying to prevent a complete burnover of planet Earth. And we have to bear in mind that we have something coming in space. Someone know what it is, and someone says it don't exist, but I'm sorry people, it does exist. You call it Planet X, let's just call it that. It has many names, so let's just call it Planet X. The Egyptians described it, and at the exact same time, during the Exodus, the Chinese were describing what they saw in the sky, and it's exactly the same they saw. So we're going to be turned upside down, we're going to be starved to death, we're going to be frozen to death, we're going to be killed by war, and some of us will be burned to crisp when the time is right. So that's just my thoughts. Take it or leave it. You can call it doom porn or fear porn. You can call it fear mongering. I don't really care what you want to call it. Just face the facts. Face reality. That time is now. We are on the 4th season of a missing loop current. And you can bet this winter now is going to be much worse than the one we just experienced. And that was not a nice winter, was it? Europe? Not at all. 90% of Lake Michigan was frozen, meaning 10% left fluid at the bottom of the lake. That's how cold it was last winter. This winter, it will be solid frozen to the floor. Mark my words, we are in grave trouble. And there's no reversal of the missing loop current. It will never return. They have sought to that. And follow my documentary about the Gulf oil spill. The link is below for that. And you will understand what I'm talking about. It's all man-made, and it's all for Agenda 21, and it's all for New World Order. That's just how it is. Like it or not, well, they don't care, but you should care, and you should take care of each other and help each other, brothers and sisters. God bless you.